guys, it's me. I hope you've had a great couple of weeks. I was in DC last week, so I didn't get to post a video. I was visiting my best friend and we were running around and really busy, but I'm back this week and I've decided to do another tag video. This week I want to talk about my furry friend. I've been watching a lot of these and they're super cute, so I am really excited to show you my furry friend. And there's basically just a series of questions and you just answer them, and that's basically the video. So I just want to get right into it. So here is my furry friend and I love her and she's super cute. If you haven't seen her in some of my other videos, then you can go back and watch them, and she makes little appearances here and there and is generally just the best little thing ever. I'm gonna put her down because she doesn't like to be held for really long periods of time, but she's just right here next to me. So the first question is, what is your pet's name? And so my pet's name is Moonlight. And the second question is, what kind of pet is it / what breed? She's obviously a cat, as you can see. She's not really a particular breed. I didn't get her from a breeder. She's just an American domestic long-haired cat. As you can see, she's very long-haired and very fuzzy. So she sheds everywhere. And yeah, she's calico. She has calico markings. So that's not actually a breed. There's a little bit of confusion about this, but calico is not actually a breed. It's the lack of an X chromosome. So females tend to be calicos more often because they have 2 X chromosomes, whereas males have 1 X chromosome that they could be missing. So if you're missing one, then and you're a cat, if you're a cat and you're missing an X chromosome, you could be calico. So that is pretty much that question. But that's not a breed. That's just a marking pattern on the fur that happens when that is the case. So the third question is, how long have you had your pet? Gosh, I've had her for almost 3 years. It's going to be her birthday soon, and I got her very young. So I've had her a little under 3 years now. And that goes into the next question, which is, how did you get your pet? Sorry, I still have cat fur like stuck to me now. I can like see it flying around in the air. Can you see that? Oh, okay. So how did you get your pet? So this is kind of a weird story, but basically I was living with my ex-boyfriend and he had the idea to get a cat, and we had talked about getting a cat for a while. He decided he wanted to do it. So we were actually on Craigslist because they have a pet section on Craigslist, and a lot of them are just people who have pets that they're giving away or whatever the case may be. So they're not usually breeders, although sometimes you see them on there too. And there were these like teenage girls who had a bunch of cats. They said that they thought that their cat had been spayed, but that she hadn't, and she got pregnant and had a litter of kittens and they had to get rid of them ASAP. So they were actually getting rid of these cats fairly young, a little bit too young. Typically you don't want to give a cat away until it's about 8 weeks old. And we got Moonlight when she was just about 3 weeks old. So she was really young to leave her mom. So I had to bottle feed her and litter box train her and switch her from liquid to solid food when she was ready, and the whole 9 yards. So that was kind of like having a child. It was very interesting. But yeah, that's how I got the cat. Number 5, how old is your pet? So Moonlight's almost 3 years old, as I just said. Her birthday is actually the day before mine. So it's going to be in a few days. She's going to actually be 3 next week. Next question, what are some quirky things about your pet's personality? So this is a lot of fun for me. Moonlight is a very vocal cat. So I've met other cats that don't meow very much. Some cats more than others, but Moonlight is the most vocal cat I have ever met. She talks to me. I call her Chatty Catty sometimes because she just jabbers up a storm. It's so funny. If I come home, like say I've spent the night elsewhere, I come home and open the door and she is like meow 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 meow, like she does a little chirrup sound, and she will follow me around and run her mouth like all day long. It's so cute. The other thing she does along the same lines is when she's taking a nap, she wakes up, and if I'm there, like if she's taking a nap on my desk and I'm sitting on my bed, she loves to sit on the desk. And she wakes up and she looks at me and she starts meowing and talking to me and chirruping, and then she'll jump over and she loves to snuggle after after she's taken a nap. So she's first waking up and stretching and stuff, then she comes over and wants to snuggle for a while and purrs really loudly. But she'll do that in the morning too. As soon as she hears me starting to wake up, she runs over and snuggles up with me. So I'm in that like haze and she's like, oh, I'm gonna snuggle with you right now. So I think she thinks that I like the same thing that she likes, which is to snuggle as soon as you wake up, which is cute. Because it's true. It's great. I love snuggling with her. What else does she do? She ignores all of her toys. She likes to play with random objects like bottle caps and like packaging. I have bought her so many toys and they just sit stuck under a piece of furniture and she forgets about them, and she is totally content to just like steal my bottle caps and packaging and all kinds of weird stuff all the time. So that's weird. She doesn't care very much for her toys. She'd rather play with garbage. So I don't know, that's pretty strange. So that's a few quirky things about Moonlight. The next question is, what does your relationship with your pet mean to you? So that's kind of like a more serious question. Oh, it's so hot. Gosh, it's like 90 degrees in New York and super humid. So it doesn't matter what I do in my room, it's a sauna. Anyway, what does your relationship with your pet mean to you? So my relationship with my pet is very special because I did a lot of the primary caretaking of her when she was really young, so I felt like that very maternal bond with her, like bottle feeding her, and I had to carry her around all the time. And I've gone through a lot since I got her with my ex, and that turned out to be a very bad breakup, and it was a mess. And so she was there for all of that, and she kind of went through that with me. And then eventually I got her over here, and she has had to adjust to living here. So she's had a really hard time as far as having to move around a lot. Cats don't like that, and I feel really bad that that's happened to her, but she has been the best little trooper. She's just like my best friend. So if I'm like sad or mopey or tired, she comes and hangs out with me, sits next to me, she follows me around everywhere, and it's just, I just feel like a real bond with her. She's really important to me. I think it would be devastated if anything happened to her. I don't want her getting hurt or sick or anything, so you know, she's just like my little baby. So that's kind of what it means to me. I am very motherly towards her. I don't know if that's weird, but I kind of feel like she's like my little girl. So you know, I just love her. I just love her. She just brightens my day up. She's always there for me. I feel like she's been there for me through a very difficult period of time in my life, and so we're just kind of like a little team. Like it's always us no matter where I go. She's always just like my little sidekick. So that's that. I guess that's kind of a long answer, so I'll get through the next couple questions pretty quickly. The next question is, what are some of your favorite pastimes with your pet? So I think I talked about a couple of these. Cuddling, and obviously we like to play. She does like to play with like random objects, as I said, but she also loves the laser. So we'll do that sometimes, and she likes to wrestle, so she's like a little rough kitty sometimes. I've never minded because I had to play with her when she was so small and she didn't have brothers and sisters to play with, so I would wrestle with her when she was little, and now she's used to it, but she's a full grown cat, so she could hurt somebody. But I don't know, I play with her that way, and we kind of have our little rapport with that. So I do like to wrestle with her a little bit. I'll get down on all fours and play with her on the ground and like tussle with her. And I'm sorry, I'll have my hands in my face, but there's still fur like stuck to my face. It's like, and I can't see it. I just, anyway. So yeah, so cuddling, just hanging out. Sometimes she just likes to hang out. So yeah, just spending time with one another and playing and sleeping. And the next question is, what are nicknames that you call your pet? So this is really embarrassing, but she has a lot of nicknames. Moonlight is kind of, you know, it's Moonlight, it's a cute name, but I like to call her Mooney a lot. That's probably the one I call her the most. I also call her Chatty Catty. I think I mentioned that when she chatters and meows. She can literally go on for like 20 minutes and I'll be like, oh really? And she'll be like, meow. And I'll be like, what else? She'll be like, meow, meow, meow. So, so I call her Chatty Catty. And what else do I call her? Oh, so in Spanish, we used to call her Lunita, which is kind of like little moon, but it's kind of like moonlight, because we're not going to call her like Luz de la Luna. Like that's So we used to call her Lunita, and she's kind of like hyper and crazy sometimes. She likes to run around a lot, and she'll go and do circuits around the house. I'm always like, oh, you're so crazy. And she has kind of a reputation for just being kind of a crazy kitty. So she earned the nickname Looney Tunes out of Lunita. So I started calling her Looney Tunes. Well, I don't know. She has a lot of nicknames, but I usually call her Chatty Catty or Mooney or Looney Tunes. So that's like very divergent from her actual name, but whatever. Anyway, so that is the tag video about my furry friend Moonlight, and she has decided to go off and take a nap in the hallway, but she's like just right here. So I'm not going to disturb her because she's sleeping. But I hope you enjoyed the video and hearing a little bit about my baby doll. I would love to see some more of these videos. I've had a lot of fun watching them, so please feel free to post a video response or link your video down below in the comments. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and all that good stuff. All of my links are down below as well, and I will see you guys next week. I love you and thanks for watching. Bye!